You're watching a B.A.S.S. presentation.
Well, just about an hour ago, right when we broke for our midday break, our halftime, Trey Schroeder said, I'm a second half type of fisherman. I'm going to put it on in the last half of the day. This was the first bite that he had. He had 2 fish in the boat, both under 2.5 pounds. Ooh. Got one of those Kentucky Lake specials to bite.
God, that was dumb. Let's do it again, why not? There we go. I've watched like probably 4 or 5 of these jokers here come up and not eat it, man. Just got to trick 5 of them. We'll be all right. How about that one, boys? It's for you, darling, Coach and Carla. Everyone that is watching at home right now. The boys at Denny Dennis, the guys in the Ionic shop. Come on with it. Little 5.5 pounder. That's why we're doing the school dance. Come on now. Put him in the big side. You don't need a tag. Woo!
If we're doing the school dance, we need arm's length apart from the big girls, okay? When you're doing the salsa, you don't need to be, you can't be closer than that. You got to keep them arm's length apart. But we'll give some love. We'll give some hugs to that 5.5 pounder for Trey Schroeder. We said he's already given love to his lady. He's given love to his buddies. And he gave love to everybody he knew on that one right there. So a 5.5 pounder, the biggest of the day so far, Such. And that one has now given him a chance. They do not know what others around them are doing. That one now, obviously not a limit, 3 fish for him, but one of the right ones if he wants to make a charge up the leaderboard. He's just behind Tristan McCormack, who's in second, who has added some fish, so he has 3 small keepers as well. And Clint Knight, who has upgraded, keeping everyone at an arm's distance right now, 8 pounds ahead.
Yeah, Clint Knight has gotten 17.5 pounds now, and he started exactly 5 pounds ahead of Trey Schroeder. 4-6 back of McCormack. So McCormack with 3 fish for 5.2 just needs about a 13.5 bag to catch Clint Knight.
We've talked about that man, Clint Knight. He got off to a quick start. 4 pounder on it, basically one of his first casts of the day, caught the first limit of the day. Jumped out to the lead and then had a good flurry where 2 or 3 fish upgraded him quite a bit from 10 pounds to 17 pounds. And this was earlier today.
Come on now. Come on, baby. Oh, big girl. Come on, baby.
He may have been nervous.
That's a flipping stick. Come on, baby, let's go. Do what?
It's all marked up. It's working hard down there.
Oh, yeah.
Five?
4. I got 18.5.
Got 18.5, and it says how much in Bass Track?
17.
Somebody's lying.
Well, it's a pound. We see way worse.
Yeah, they got a lot of round numbers, a 4, a 2.5, a 4, a 3, and a 4. To make 17.5, a couple ounces here, a couple ounces there per fish.
All right, stay.
So you've seen worse, Such?
Sure
Oh, no doubt. We know worse. You want us to, when it gets slower, we're doing good right now. When it gets slow, we'll list them off, okay? But I'll say it works opposite. Such always complains about the guys being low, and if they were higher or accurate, we would talk about them more. We talk about them plenty because they're so low.
Set the hook.
Matt Robertson, we saw his second keeper right before midday break. Keeper number 3.
I didn't get a good hook in her. I think it's smallmouth. It is.
We did get a good hook, just barely in the boat.
Okay. Well, it ain't big, but it's a fish, and we almost lost her. Oh. That's 3. It ain't a pretty 3. It ain't pretty. I know I'm pretty, but this ain't. But we'll take them. So far out there and so deep.
Chunking a
So deep.
jig head,
Should've just
big
stayed out here.
How big you think that was?
hollow body swim bait.
2.5.
Landing a smallmouth for Matt Robertson. 3 keepers in the boat for him. Started the day in 5th place, started the day in 4th place, looking to maybe close the deal on his home lake as we head way south up the lake to our day 2 leader, Tristan McCormack.
Big spot. We got all 3 flavors.
Keeper number
we're
4
on
for Tristan
today.
McCormack. None of which he wants to weigh in. We got Will Davis Jr. joining us on set today. And Will, those are some good friends if it's been pouring down rain and they're still just hanging out watching fishing.
Yep, they got it in their blood too. And Tristan's a good dude, good friend of mine, and he's trying to get the love from the friends, kind of get him in the right direction. He's had a tough day, but still got plenty of time. Got basically, well, he's got about an hour drive, so he's got about 3 hours to see if we can get it done. So.
And he promised all those guys dinner or a party afterward if he were to win.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Sure he did. Oh, he's got another good one on. He's throwing that minnow.
On a crankbait this morning.
Got a 5 on a minnow.
Last one was on a minnow. The third one
Big
was
smallmouth. Big smallmouth.
Yeah, you're just getting boat flop, buddy. Oh, trying to. You're always good for one, Mr. Solomon.
Man, that smallmouth looks way bigger when it comes out the boat.
Lucky camera guy, Mr. Solomon. He's been lucky since the Tom Bigby. Oh boy. Hammer Town!
I ain't seen the Red Bull trick.
Yeah, I thought it was Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Probably a 2 3/4.
I wouldn't give smallmouth Red Bull. I mean, they're already crazy enough as it is, you know.
3 pounds.
Got wings already, huh?
Yeah.
We got 15 pounds, boys.
He might have wings on his minnow. I mean,
Folks at home, that one's for you, Mama. Love you. We're down here.
everyone got a shout out before Mama. That's crazy, Trey. That's crazy. Yeah, I've been waiting for Tristan to make his way to New Johnsonville, and he has not done that yet. He's been hanging within 10 miles of takeoff, so I'm wondering if it's a time of day deal or if he has lost confidence in that farther southern stuff. So you got your Cole McCauslin.
There's a catfish, I think. Yep, knew it.
They're good for one thing, tearing up your bait.
Perfect.
And slamming your line. So 2 things. Yep.
She was polite. She didn't even frame a line up either. What I'm talking about. There was a split second I thought that was like her. It was a very short split second before she barrel rolled, but it'd be like that.
Makes me want to go fishing. I don't know about y'all. I mean, y'all do this for a living. It's kind of tough sitting here watching these boys
Deal.
out there on a gloomy looking day when you know the pressure's low and they're biting.
Quickie at stumps that I guess have no bass on them that are active anyway.
You know, a lot of these boys are throwing bigger minnows.
They are.
Bigger presentation, yep. More like a 7-inch, more than, you know, and a lot of guys, you know, throw a 5, 4, whatever, but these boys are throwing bigger ones.
And Clint was talking about, I'm doing this on a flipping stick. You know, like it's
right.
It's a bigger, heavier rod. It might not
Right.
actually be a flipping stick, but a heavier spinning rod for sure, for some of these guys.
Cute. Them Sakamatas, that whatever they throw, when they get one bite on them, and they're slinging them.
Our third angler with a limit is Zane Parker, who started 10th. Kingswood, Texas angler, has about 12 1/4 today.
So first,
It's up to 4th.
Second, 9, and 10th have limits, and they moved up to the top 4 now because of it.
Clint Knight with our best. He says 18.5, but he's got 17.5 on Bass Track. Trey Schroeder's up to 14.5.
These things out here are mean.
Garrett Paquette with about 11 pounds.
I have to get rid of this. He kind of left them bushes, didn't he?
Matt did leave those bushes. He at least fished them for maybe an hour, caught a keeper out of it. Not far on the map from where he was, but he is more out and deep, like he said with his last catch.
Can't tell if it's a white or a bass. That's why I hate throwing this crankbait. I think it's a white. No, it's a bass. I don't think he'll keep.
Oh, I mean, it's a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a keeper.
Pretty sure he won't keep. I know he won't keep.
Ooh, now I'm doubting it, Such. I'm doubting more. We'll see. Ooh.
What? Maybe?
Lay your tail down, buddy. Barely.
Let's go.
He almost threw that
Good
fish
with
back.
this.
He's like, eh.
Not necessarily this fish, Will Davis, but A lot of times underwater they look bigger. When they swing them up right past the camera, they can look really big and fool you.
Just like them boys when you're in the weigh-in line. Back in the old days, they had them clear bags. You're like, ooh, them look big. They magnifies them, you know? So
Was that his limit fish there, Such?
I think it's fourth.
Fourth? Okay. Inching closer to a limit. We'll be back with more from Kentucky Lake.
Got me on the mic?
I've never won one of these before.
Am I looking there?
Here, you look at the camera.
Here we go.
We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net.
And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear.
We know
bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say. But who gives a damn? We're on our way.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free and earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billing coo birds. Pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Someone at 3 o'clock Eastern time is going to be crowned champion on that stage there at Paris Landing State Park. If you are in the Tennessee region, especially Western Tennessee, make it over to the weigh-in today, because we got a couple locals in the running. You love Kentucky Lake and have fished tournaments, you've probably donated to guys like Matt Robertson, Tristan McCormack, Clint Knight. They're all in the top 5 vying for a championship title today. And guys like Trey Schroeder, maybe Zane Parker, trying to come from back in the pack and take the title today. Oh, man. After our midday break, Trey Schroeder said, I have a chance to win this with a 5.5 pounder.
That one didn't helicopter, but I backlashed a bit. What? There we go. Literally the tiniest backlash, but it was enough.
Just got to reel over them. Just keep on throwing it.
That's a big one.
Oh.
Don't.
It's gonna happen with that big plug.
I knew that was about to happen. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well, he wasn't as big as I thought. At least I thought he was like a 3-pounder. He might have been close, but he wasn't quite 3. Darn it. That stinks. Should have just gone to his side with him. That was really my own fault.
Tough loss for Trey, but hey, this last hour and change for him, he's gotten a lot more bites, some better size showing up as well. All right, he's got a 5.5, he had a 2 and a 3.5, and then he lost that one, so some better quality coming in Trey's areas and bait selection.
It may come down a little bit harder in a while, but then it's going to clear up about the time weigh-in.
Yeah, tell us about it, meteorologist.
Yeah. Coming up lake or down lake. Tell me your best experience, Will Davis, on Kentucky Lake or Barkley.
You know, I never fished Barkley that much.
Oh.
I didn't. No, you know, Paris Landing was 45 minutes from Bethel.
Right, okay.
And a lot of times I'd go fishing with Kenny Loudon. And,
oh, Kenny.
Yeah, big Kenny. Him and Plow. Hunter Loudon. Good people, man. Good people. But, you know, we catch 26, 27 pounds a couple times, you know. Best 5, you know. But if I was...
You're talking 10 years ago, too, right?
It's been longer.
14.
14.
Okay,
Know?
yeah, all right.
Yeah. So, I
Biggest
wish...
bass?
Biggest bass, probably 7, around 7. But a lot of 5s, a lot of 5s.
Yeah. You get on one of those hot streaks where it's like...
Oh yeah, the best time to be out there was
6 casts.
That's right. The first time to be, or the best time to be out there, was from now to the 1st of June when they first got out there, and they didn't get whooped up on. Because once they got whooped up on, it looked like every one of them been in a bar fight when you caught them. So, yep. And
Smell
then
of alcohol?
No, they just they had a few little scars
Beat
on them
up.
and stuff. Yep. Too many crankbaits over their heads.
You ever took it to the house before? Just called it quits right in the middle. Big school fish.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. More.
If you know Kentucky Lake, you
Yeah,
know,
well,
you know what I'm
absolutely.
saying.
Well, I didn't have that urchin bait though, so
Oh,
if
yeah.
I did, it'd be over. Yeah.
So this 8-pounder at this time of year is pretty impressive.
Oh, that's a man.
Really impressive.
That's a man this time of year. Yeah. Yeah, he needs to go play the casino.
8-pounder Sutures referencing his day one big bass from Jack York. Had 5 for 23, including that big fish. Only 4 for 17 yesterday, but still hanging tough in third.
An 8-pounder, he was second on day one to Riley Nielsen, who had 23.5, 5 ounces apart. And then Tristan McCormack, 25 pounds. I mean, that's...
Let's go.
Really good bag.
Really good indeed. Matt Robertson going to make
Can't
a
believe
move.
we ain't got a big one there.
His deck looks like mine. Had to pull a lot of rods up there, yep.
Couple rods indeed. He might not even have to unwrap his masking tape boat. Just go to the Pasca tank, practice for the next elite event, you know, and those 3 days of official practice with the waves that he likes to run through, it'll pull the tape right off.
Knock it off.
It will, yeah. Yeah, that's
literally just got bit and he didn't hold it. That is so painful. They do not want the jig today. Probably should have rigged up a sea rig.
It's definitely a tougher day for these boys. It definitely is. Not a lot of bites.
You normally get hopeful when you've lost 160 people in the field and you only have 10 left.
Man, if one of those ones that chases it
5
would
straight
just
days
eat it,
of 200
I would
boats,
feel
you know,
so much better.
hitting areas and no current. I am interested. I mean, we always question the generation schedule, whether it's flowing or not flowing. But with the water being high, we're already into mid-May. What's the significance of not running it? Why wouldn't they be running it right now?
That is a good question.
Especially with, I know in Arkansas here we have 8 more days of projected rain, or 7 more days in a row of projected rain, whether it does or not, or whether it's a little bit. So you're expecting, if the lake's already high, and there's a lot of water at Kentucky Lake, and more rain could be on the way, it should be flowing in anticipation for more rain, but
right,
they know what they're doing. Maybe the Ohio River is being overran and it's too high, and so they're holding water. That's the good thing about Kentucky Lake and Pickwick, with how big these two fisheries are to end the Tennessee River as it flows out. They can hold a lot of water and help not overrun communities on the Ohio River.
Passive in the flood control aspect of the system.
Coming up blue.
Been good here.
Yeah. No, you got to give it up to these cameramen.
Absolutely.
They have it way worse than we have it. Way worse.
I was thinking they were going to have a day today to keep their cameras operating with all the. I was looking at there was rain almost every hour. A couple times when it cleared up, we've seen that. They do an outstanding job.
They do.
And Champlain and the St. Lawrence coming too. Will Davis. Do you venture out into the lake when?
Sometimes. If you want to win, you better go out there. It just gets nasty waves out there. But they're different though. They're like big rollers, you know what I'm saying?
Well, when our photographers can take a picture of the water and it looks like the guy's boat is almost underwater, you know, from the swales.
The Pasqua tank is not that way. No.
Choppy.
Very sloppy. Yep.
Now, in this time of years later, think the winds will die down, or is it always windy there?
God, I hope so. I hope so. In fact, I crossed the lake out of Elizabeth City, Pasquotank River. Went across through there, and it took me an hour and a half just to get across it. 10 footers, 10 to 11, 12, 13 footers. It was ungodly.
That's why the Wright brothers chose Kitty Hawk right there. I guess there's a lot of consistent winds.
It's bad stuff. Scary.
Look at you digging into the Wright brothers. Well, I think we are the 3 Wright brothers to do the rest of this Bassmaster Open, so we'll be right back.
Look at that squeaky Bronco board, baby. There's a kid named Fisher and Naya. That's the next one. 4.5.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swing jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used, it never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
Turtlebox Bassmaster Opens, presented by Battery Tender, is sponsored by Ranger Boats, by Rapala, and by Mountain Dew. Couple hours left on Championship Friday. It's getting a little tighter between Clint Knight and Tristan McCormack, but Clint Knight by far has done his job today. Up over 18 pounds, roughly, in our lead from second place. Would be well-deserved either way. He's multiple top fives in his Bassmaster history here at Kentucky Lake. He's been in the top 5 twice in Opens. He won the team championship in 2024 and came up just short in the fish-off to make the Bassmaster Classic. As we go out live to Clint Knight.
Well, been kind of frustrating, to be completely honest. Side scan went out this morning, and every day of the tournament I've been finding a new school about between 11 and 2 o'clock. And now I'm just kind of pulling up on places and just checking them. And they're so tight to the bottom that you can't really see them regardless. And I don't feel like I'm fishing as efficiently, I guess is the word. I'm not fishing as efficiently as I usually would if I had side scan, because I could just run over these places and make 1 or 2 casts instead of I'm just hunting down the whole edge, and it's kind of frustrating. But it's okay.
So back in the day when you would see, or somebody would talk about side imaging, you thought about Kentucky Lake. That's what you thought about.
Oh, absolutely. Not making a cast all practice.
Yep.
Having schools that are ready to go, and you just...
I got 5 schools with over 100 of them in it, and I got 2 schools that's got like
especially because
300 of them in it. You know?
We're at the weird time of year where you can check one spot in the morning, re-idle it before you go load up, and there'll be 50 there. I mean, it's just that time of year that they just start to show up.
Just check to see Clint Knight from Russellville, Kentucky, or Tristan McCormack from Bon Aqua, Tennessee. Which one was closer to Paris Landing via the map? 4 minutes apart, hour 42 and an hour 46.
And that's where Tristan currently lives. But he grew up in Dixon,
Closer.
which was much closer than that, and so.
Yeah, Russellville's, Kentucky's 4 minutes further to Paris Landing.
Yeah, but if you got to go through McKenzie, Tennessee, those unmanned cameras on the poles will get you some tickets. Don't you worry, I know from experience. Just a little. Don't drive by any churches fast; they'll ding you.
Yeah, I got fortunate. Never got one of them.
Yeah, Clint Knight got 3 4-pounders, a 3, maybe a little bit more. He said he's about a pound low on his bass track.
That's where them reflector, or not the reflector, but like the covers that go over the license plates.
Oh no, we're not talking about that on here. I'm not getting in trouble with the law here. we got fishermen and police officers listening here. I paid my fines, did my time, okay? I cannot speak for the others on this desk.
That's funny. That's funny. I do not have a cover over mine.
Oh, now
I pay my toll tickets, okay? I pay plenty of them in the fishing world.
I just used some of Matt Robertson's electric tape and changed my 8 to a.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Changed my
letters to numbers.
I heard you steal other people's license plates.
Baits?
No, license
oh,
plates.
okay.
Yeah,
now you got me doing all
out.
kinds of crimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
You dirty dog.
You are missing the koi key from last week, aren't you?
I was checking. Davey got to go on a fishing trip this week. I mean,
He take them all?
He didn't take any of them, you know.
Davey wouldn't do that. He's got his own supply. I'm sure.
He's always got the juice, don't he?
He does.
Davey, you know. He's like one of them Japanese. They're just very secretive. I could see that.
I asked him once, what secret have you kept after?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it gets exposed with the camera. We've shown so much different stuff on live of little tricks we do, but I may have one or two left that I haven't told anybody. I'm like, well, what is it?
As you've got your recorder out and your pen and paper.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just when you turn it on, don't say anything, you know. Just let him talk.
It is.
Clint Knight, if you're just joining us, started the day in second place. Big day today so far, biggest of our anglers.
Oh, yeah.
Moved up into the top spot. Matt Robertson started the day in fourth. He's been bouncing around different areas offshore, then went up and flipped some bushes. Now he's back offshore again. One more needed to fill his limit, and he's still hanging tough in fourth place with just 4. So he's right there on the doorstep as well of having a great day. He's hooked up live.
Come on. Coming up. Don't jump. Go back down. Feels good. Don't jump. Don't jump. It's a nice one. Oh, no. Well, we'll take it. Not great big, but we'll take it. I don't know why they won't bite a swim bait. Blowing my mind. I think that's 5. 2 3/4.
That's a limit.
Just need to catch a couple 6s.
3 cranking, 1 on a swim bait, 1 flipping.
It's possible.
Doing all he can. It's our 6th limit of the day. He's over 10 pounds. You're closer to 12. 12 and a half, 13.
Back up lake or south with the way the lake and river flow to Tristan McCormack, our day 2 leader. He has 4 fish looking for his 5th keeper. If it's about the size of his biggest yesterday, he'd be right there near the unofficial lead, but he has a couple. I'd say all of the fish, all 4 right now are
2 1.5 pounders
on the low side.
A 110 and a 2.0 on a bass track. It has him 6.5 pounds back of Clint Knight, who started 4 pounds 6 ounces behind Tristan McCormack today.
Yeah, Tristan, he ain't had the momentum swing his way yet, but he still got plenty of time.
He needs about 13 pounds today and change.
That's what's interesting about our sport is you fish for 8 hours. Will, if you have 5 fun minutes in your entire day, you probably have a good day. You know, like 5 minutes is all it takes out of an 8-hour fishing day. 1 minute per fish catch, you could have 20 pounds and boom. Everyone's like, what a great day. And you're like, what a great 5 minutes I had today.
That's right. Yep. I always tell everybody all the time, I'm like, you know, it looks good on paper, but it's really not that easy. And it seems like the way everywhere we gone this year, you know.
What's better, having one of those 5-minute flurries or having to wait for 1 fish every hour and a half?
One every hour.
That'd be stressful.
No, I'd rather have it that way. That way
you know you're doing the right thing.
Yep. A little progress here, a little progress there.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe you have a good hour, you catch 2 in an hour.
Yeah, that's some good hours.
I guess if your 5-minute flurry was at 2 o'clock instead of, or 8 o'clock, there's probably a big difference in how your day goes.
Yes.
Looking for 5, Tristan McCormack. Day 2 leader has fallen behind Clint Knight.
Take us through, Suits, to the finish.
He's about 6.5 pounds back. He's got 4 fish though, 6 pounds. He needs about 14 today to catch Clint Knight, another local hammer. We'll see what happens the rest of the afternoon. Be right back.
Got me on the mic? I've never worn one of these before. Am I looking there?
Yeah, you look at the camera.
Here we go.
We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net. And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear. We know
bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explorer fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explorer and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yozuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yozuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billy birds. Pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Welcome back to the Turtlebox Bassmaster Open here at Kentucky Lake. The 3rd stop of Division 2 and the 6th Open overall for the 2026 Bassmaster Open season. Got 2 more Opens left for our regular season before qualifying to the EQs. I talked about it earlier, Such, the path to make the EQs. Slightly different and not as cut and dry as it was before, with just 50 moving on. We've got the top 35 in the overall. So whoever's fished both divisions overall, we do top 35 overall. And then we work around to get 50 in each division. So the maximum of about 135 votes in these 3 EQs as we go out to Clint Knight live.
Nice. He'll be culling with that one. Last year, I think we had 6 double qualifiers guys who did it in both divisions.
Ouch. No more nut tappers, please.
Tell you what.
Bigger than a 2.8, isn't it?
Absolutely. I was about to say, these boys have not had a lot of heartbreaks boat flipping fish, because when they do, they won't be swinging them in the boat like that, them good ones. But if he thought he was leading, he wouldn't do that either. If he knew he was leading unofficially on bass track.
It is so interesting how we think of minnow fishing or drop shotting or spinning rod stuff as 10 or 8 pound line. For one, how good the 10 and 8 pound line has gotten, but also a lot of these guys are starting to shake a minnow and do some of these bait presentations with 16, bigger line sizes.
That's right.
So you're able to do that, maybe a little stronger rod compared to the way we would traditionally think of finesse fishing.
That went in as a 3.6. So he's up to 18 pounds, 6 ounces today. Almost 61 pounds total, a couple ounces shy of that. His lead over McCormack is now about 7.6. McCormack's only halfway there with 4 fish at 6.10. But he gets his 5th, decent one, and then gets rid of 1 or 2 of those 1.5 pounders. He's right there. Trey Schroeder will need one of the bigger bags of the week at 23 plus day to catch Clint Knight.
He does. They definitely got the perfect weather to be shaking the minnow at them. And the reason why you have a rough condition, a rough lake from the wind, your accuracy is not going to be on. When you throw that minnow, jerk bait, anything that you're seeing with that live scope, to make that presentation perfect. And that the first cast means everything, everything.
About when does it make the actual live scope rough to see fish? About how much wave action or wind are we talking?
Probably like to see fish, probably 1.5 foot, 2 footers. Like when it's really, really bad, like 3s and 4s,
You can't see.
No,
anything.
I can't, but.
Oh.
But like, most time with it just being like right there on top at Matt Robertson's, like they're, 1/2 foot or whatever. Like, it's still hard to present that bait accurately right on that fish. Especially the lighter you go. Like a lot of guys throw minnows now with like 1/16 ounce, 1/8 ounce.
Hard to get it pinpoint right where you need it.
Yep.
Well, that's a certain skill to be able to.
It is. It's a skill.
The
It's an art.
trajectory of.
Yep.
It's 25
Absolutely.
foot down. It's 40 foot out. I got to go 50 and then drop it as the drop weight to it. Get it on its nose.
I mean, if we had, during the All-Star game or during the Pro Bowl, they had the skills competitions.
Yeah.
If you had the 101 anglers do a casting contest, you could do one flipping, bushes, getting under a dock or skipping, but having someone zing one 80 feet. When we were watching Robert G do that at Smith Lake in 2024, and he had his depth set out to 110, and we'd see a fish enter the screen at 110 feet away, at 100 feet basically, and he would fire out there and land on their head at 100 feet and catch that fish out there. That is over the safeties, through double coverage, boom, right in the
Every
pocket
time.
of your wide receiver.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
It's a perfect throw down to second base to get the runner stealing. He was a catcher in baseball,
That's
I
right.
believe.
No,
Well, they put him at
He's
catcher.
definitely built for it.
Yeah, I was about to say they put him at catcher because he was just the shortest guy. They didn't want to make the tall
Backstop.
guys. Yeah, they didn't want to make the tall guys squat down too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, G.
Love you, Robert. I mean, you're not going to put Rob G at first. His stretch for the catches is limited. You know, you'd put Sam Hangy at first or Jason Williamson at first. You know, got to have Rob G behind the plate.
A lot of former ball players went through college ball playing, competing in fishing.
I did.
What's that thing in NCAA says? Most of college athletes will go on to do other professions. They just chose bass fishing, right?
I think it's a lot more stressful than what they left, though. Pretty sure it is.
I looked
You
up.
don't know at the top level. You're 1 for 20 the last 5 games. It's probably pretty stressful, but same thing here. If you're, I made 1 cut, you know, last 4 events. I need to catch them.
Did you play some sports?
I didn't.
You didn't? Just fishing?
Well, I shot American.
Yeah, he was a shooter,
American
competition
skeet.
shooter.
Yeah.
Went pretty far in that as well. I remember writing a story on you about that.
Pretty good ways. Pretty good ways.
Yeah, almost Olympic level, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a different deal in itself. Shooting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of mental stuff. I mean, it's all mental, you know.
You got to have some natural ability and skill and good eyes and hand-eye coordination.
That's right. That's right. It's definitely got me prepared for the Bassmaster Elite Series. I can tell you that for sure. Because if you miss at that level in shooting, you're done. Like I have 100. If you don't run 100 out of 100, as they call it, you're done.
Really?
And then if you do,
I remember you said it.
And then if you do 100 out of 100, you've got to get in a shoot-off with like 10, 15 guys, and then beat them. So
it's like a spelling bee. You all know how to spell the same words.
That's right.
So you got to keep getting harder words.
That's right. Yep.
Not like a spelling bee.
Yeah, it was not a good analogy. No, it's a no. Matt Robertson hooked up.
Go figure.
Got one to bite the swimmer, I believe, just not the.
Oops. Don't kick it. I've done it before. It went right on top of my shoe, right on top of my foot.
That's a non-bass going back into Kentucky Lake.
That's what them bass are feeding on, them big ones. That's why they're throwing that 10XD and bigger crankbaits. And
that's why I think the Toledo Bend Elite Series event that KVD won, it was throwing like the sand bass 6XD colored.
He was, yep.
There's Zane Parker. He's got a limit, a little more than 12 pounds. Kingwood is outside of Houston, northeast of Houston.
Yeah. A little more nervous about it. Feels like a 4 or 5 pounder.
I'll take it at the moment. My goodness. Well, I got a limit. That took long enough.
They make this minnow shaking effortless. I mean, they just throw it out there just like it's nothing. You ever notice how these kids do this? Kids, young men.
What we don't see at times is how many times a day they're throwing at a fish and it's not biting, right? Like now that when you're in the forward-facing sonar events that you can use it, more than likely or not, they're throwing at fish and at things. And you just start to kind of realize, man, how many fish that you're fishing over at times and not they're reacting and not committing. They follow it for 30 feet and you're like, man, I felt like that should have been the cast. Well, it was almost, like it's right there.
Yep.
And when it lands on the right one, they will bite. Tristan McCormack on the move. Day 2 leader trying to make it happen here at Kentucky Lake. We'll be right back.
Look at that freaking Bronco bird, baby.
There's a kid named Fisher and Naya that's the next
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swing jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used. It'll never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever. You don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution. Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite in the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See Bassmasterfantasy.com.
Rolling along here, just a few hours left in the day. Championship Friday of the Turtlebox Bassmaster Open, presented by Battery Tender at Kentucky Lake. Kentucky and Barkley Lakes both in play this week. Takeoffs out of Paris, Tennessee. About a 7.5 pound lead for Clint Knight over Tristan McCormack, our day 2 leader. Got a couple big time factors and anglers here at Kentucky Lake that know this place very well. Wanted to bring it into the Bass Pro Shops bait and tackle section. I've got Will Davis, Elite Series Pro, with me all day today. And Will, you fish Kentucky Lake a lot because you went to Bethel University in college and fished there. And now you're on the Bassmaster Elite Series. And this bait, you said, was as powerful, like Chris Johnson has said as well, as the Alabama rig. And explain what you mean by that, because this urchin style lure is taking off over the last year.
Yeah, so this bait right here has really changed the course of bass fishing in the past month, or past year. So with that being said, you know, they make them in all different sizes. You know, we have one called the Davis Urchin, and we got it in a small, medium, and large. So we make 10 different colors, and, you know, there's several different ways that you can rig it, you know, like this Gamakatsu ball rig hook weedless. They come in 3 different sizes. And what I like about this hook setup right here is right here on the back side of it, you can actually put a tungsten weight in here, slide it in there, and that's all you do. So if you're fishing deep and you want a heavier weight than a shallow weight, like an 1/8 ounce or a 1/16, all you do is pop that 1/16 off and put you on a 1/4 or something, you know, a 3/8. Put it on there, and then you're ready to go deep. So, you know, that's one way that I like to rig it. This is actually our Davis Urchin right here. And with this 3/0 Gamakatsu hook in there, man, it catches a lot of fish.
We see a lot of the single hook lures like that on a spinning rod, and maybe the smaller size. This is a bigger size. This is actually the 6th Sense Abstract. These are the Davis bait urchins as well. This is with a treble hook, and we saw something at Santee Cooper like this. The guy's flipping shallow, being able to put a nail weight in it, and it sink down. The amount of drag that this lure has, how aggressive you can be with your rod action to make it move, but without actually moving it in the water. It's almost like sight fishing when you're trying to shake your bait as much as possible without moving out of the bed. Can you explain that to the viewers as well a little bit, how this bait quivers in the water?
Yeah, so, you know, with all these tentacles that's on these baits, it's gonna, you know, draw that drag. And what I mean by that is the water's gonna hit against these tentacles, and it's gonna make this bait just pull forward and keep the tentacles laid back. So it's going to create that drag, and it's going to make that bait work super slow. So when you're fishing for a fish that's on the bed or around brush piles, having that bait stay with a light weight, what a lot of guys are throwing 1/16, 1/8.
3/32.
That's
like
right,
that, yeah.
Very little bitty weights. Having that slow presentation really helps get you a lot more bites.
We've seen some great hookups. We saw very few losses for the most part with this lure. The urchin style lure, no matter what brand, we got the Davis Urchin in here. There's the Hags Prickly Pear, 6th Sense Abstract. You've got the Koike from Hide Up. All of these lures have taken over the fishing. Oh, how the minnow has lived for just a year. We're seeing plenty of minnow catches today.
It's still around.
It is still absolutely a killer, and it is so interesting how the baits have developed, whether they're offshore, targeting fish, or up shallow.
Sure enough. Wish we throw the full cast back home. All right, Sucher, you ready to go urchin fishing?
Let's go. I'm hyped up about urchin fishing.
It's like a decent one for Jace, yeah.
I feel like there's more smallmouth in Kentucky Lake now. I don't know, I mean, we're definitely seeing more smallmouth than usual. Would you say so, Ronnie?
These are the hardest smallmouth I've ever had.
Yes.
If I can flip them, I flip
In
them.
short.
I can't hardly grab them.
Just talking to a lot of the people who live around Kentucky Lake, they feel like this population existed, but they weren't as big and weren't as targeted because the largemouth were more plentiful. seemed like they were always schooled up better. They ended up running bigger. A lot have said that they felt like this was the population, but with largemouth taking more of a hit with the Asian carp coming in and smallmouth thriving more over the deeper water, that we're now seeing them spread out to more places that aren't as occupied. Now there could be studies and rumors about it, but yes, we are seeing so many more smallmouth, and I feel there more, but just talking to some people there, it feels like you could catch smallmouth frequently. But maybe when we fish tournaments in the heat of the summer, anglers weren't fishing as deep, you know.
Number 3, it's going to take me a while to grab a hold to
who quite knows, but I'm glad that we're seeing
you can come up here if you want
big
to
smallmouth show up here.
I got to pop. Might take a second. I keep my live wells open, try to get more.
No expert on Kentucky lakes, so just take the last couple minutes with a grain of salt. Don't crucify me, just throwing observations out there. As we go to the mouth of the Blood River, or not the Blood River, the
Oh my gosh, just eat it.
Oh, I just lost it.
You did, big one.
Spring?
Big Sandy.
Big Sandy. I don't know why I
Big
said
Sandy.
spring.
It's Springville.
It's one of them S's.
Yes. Blood River's north.
Pretty brown one. Scooped on the Menor to the dome. I ain't even scooping, I don't even care. We got, shoot, yeah, I am. I don't even know how many I have. I got 4 now, I think.
It's crazy as a bass fisherman when you're fishing and you know in your head that you got 4 bass in there. All right, or just say 3 bass, all right, and you catch one, and you're like, I got 4 or 5 in there. It just throws you off so bad because you go forever without catching one, then all of a sudden you catch one, you're like, I got 4 or I got 5 in
How
there.
many? Do I need a coal?
I know it. Yep.
Watch that go down with John Garrett. He had 3 or 4 at the Arkansas River at Muskogee for a little while. Then he caught 2 or 3 real quick. And I was like, I feel like that was number 6. And he was like, number 5, put it in the live well. Like, I feel like that's number 6. And I'm watching it. He goes on to keep fishing. He catches number 7, realizes it was number 6. Now he's got 7 fish in the live well. Had a 2-pound penalty and loses that open by just a few ounces.
Cost him elite.
Yeah. Cost him a classic berth that year. Yeah.
Scale is now irrelevant.
That falls back to you got to control the controllables. I mean, that's all you can do.
Any more 1/8 ounce 2/0 heads.
But we've all been guilty of
really dumb of me.
almost having that happen. Or,
got them for 2
it's
hours,
a scary feeling when you make a cast and you're thinking,
How many I got, really?
There's been some guys who have been, at least I made like a 10-foot pitch. I didn't mean to. And that's a penalty, right? You know, like they're making it softer. It's like,
no.
If it's an inch or a mile or 6,000, it's the penalty. It's cut and dry.
If that bait touches the water, it's a cast.
If it's hanging over the boat and a wave comes and touches it.
It's a 2-pound penalty.
Dang it.
I don't know.
It's a bad penalty, though.
That's a steep penalty.
It used to be, I think it used to be back in the day, if you had a culling penalty, you had to cull down, obviously, to get to 5, and they would take your biggest fish.
That's exactly
Your biggest fish, yeah.
Your biggest fish. You didn't get to choose.
Yep.
Nicole, they would make you throw your biggest fish.
Yep, that was back in the trip era.
Wow. Cole McCauslin hooked up.
She's not that big. She's like a 4.
We'll take a 4, Cole.
It's not that big. It's just a 4. I'd hate to see what's big.
I'm gonna give Cole some slack because he just turned 19. So.
Well,
he's turning. He won't be 20 till August.
That's true.
They're so mean, dude.
That's true. Boat flipping.
She wants to come see me.
This one might move him up from 10th, up the standings a little bit.
I just wish he'd boat flipping.
Whoa, that was weird. Stop doing weird things, please, so I can put my hands on you. Yes, sir. Whoa. She's not near as big as I thought she was, but she is a meatball.
Meatball. Cole, you don't have to say she's not as big as I thought she was. That's a good one for you today. And that should move him up from 10th, maybe up a spot or 2.
Maybe.
Fishing in his first Bassmaster top 10 here in the Bassmaster Opens.
We got 2
here on Kentucky Lake.
If I have 3 in this side, then I know.
We'll be right back.
Got me on the mic?
I've never won one of these before.
Am I looking there?
Here, you look at the camera. Here we go. We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net.
And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear.
We know
bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billy birds. Pretty little baby.
purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Final day here, the Turtlebox Bassmaster Open. Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. Clint Knight still leading by 7+ pounds. Tristan McCormack needing to make something happen now. We talked about his slow start. Nothing before 9 a.m. local time for the tournament, so 2.5 hours in the day, no keepers. Finally lands a keeper or so. 9:19, then 9:58, 10:08, and now 11:04. So in the last 2 hours, he's got 4 keepers. But still needs his 5th keeper. It needs it to be a good one. Trey Schroeder hanging tough in 3rd, moving up today with the biggest bass of the day so far, a 5.5 pounder.
McCormack doesn't have anything above 2 pounds.
Oh, he's going to tighten up, boys. He's going to tighten it up.
Oh, there's quite a few things tighten that boat, and it's just not what he wants.
No.
He's tightened up a little bit.
Line hasn't been tightened up enough.
So we head back out to Cole McCauslin. He was the star of the last segment, as he had
first top 10, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
I mean, 2024 was in the high school series.
He's done gotten a hurricane. Smallmouth.
This is one of those flurries we talk about. He caught a couple last segment, hooked up right now.
And the smallmouth absolutely love nasty water. Love it.
It's a totally different fishery with the waves going.
It's another good one.
Yeah, he only has 3 on Bass Track, but we know he has a limit. This would be culling.
Please don't stay on there.
I do not believe he's in 10th. I think he has definitely moved up.
I bet his heart's just going boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, when you can't see the Paris Bridge and you know it's over there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I'm just talking about this big bass he's got on the end of that rod. First top 10, you know, he's feeling it, buddy.
Can't see her with the rain. Holy crap. She won't come up here. Come here, girl.
That is a good one.
Oh my Lord. Come here, dude. Yes, sir, baby.
That's a good one.
Look at that one. She'll Cole, I think.
We didn't get to see the hook set, so we don't know if he called it a big one.
I think she'll Cole.
But that
Stepping
would
on
be
my
good.
reel. What I'm talking about, baby. Let's see. This is gonna be my really.
How much it weighs,
That
Such?
poor rod's just taking a beating. I'm just stepping all over it, I guess.
4 and change, 1/4 to 6. Yes.
I was gonna say 410.
Oh.
That was pretty clutch, actually. So. Just gonna fix my culling error from earlier.
Haven't seen that. He's got his limit now. He's doing well in the points too. He's around 11th place, knocking on the top 10. You need to be top 50 though, or Ronnie said top 35, and then we go down.
So right now he's safe. He's safe. That's
I'll
right.
be seeing him in the EQs.
Maybe we'll see him in the elites next year.
You might like that with one of those on Gunnersville. Jace Lindsay hooked up moments ago while Cole was hooked up.
I probably won't put her in the well. Hook deep in the tongue, I think.
So I've got to tell you something. If you ever, and I learned this from Cliff
can't
Pace,
put her in
I
the
probably
line.
shouldn't even say
So,
this, but I am.
Maybe.
So if you hook one in the tongue, the best thing to do is cut the hook off. Cut it off.
Leave it.
Leave it. Because it's just like somebody walked over to you,
like that,
stuck a knife in your side and pulled it out, you're going to bleed to
I'll do
death.
it.
Same way with that hook in that fish's tongue. Yep. So
The knee jerk is to yank the knife out, but you just
hold it,
pressure.
Just hold pressure.
Let it be.
Yep.
In the movies. No,
This is info that's good to know, but you never want to use. So
That's right. That's right. But if it does happen to you, you will know.
220.
But it did save me at the last tournament.
For the number 4.
Santee.
We'll put her in there and just keep
A wacky worm right in the tongue.
You told me off camera that you fished in Moultrie.
I did.
How was it?
It was good.
Because we don't get to see as much Moultrie in the top 10
I
at
fished
times.
in Marion
it's hard
too.
to do 4 days there. So was there a point where you felt you had to ditch that, or did you get to spend a lot of your tournament or a portion of each day?
Buddy, I caught 6 bass every day. I couldn't tell you if I was coming or going.
Zane Parker is leading the Division II in points.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, here we go, Paul.
Kneeling and reeling.
God.
It does work. I've
What the
caught some
frick?
good ones.
Is it a white, or did he just come off? Maybe he's running at me. I don't know. It's so weird. Acting so weird. Little smallmouth.
I didn't know
like,
what
man,
was
that's
going
acting
on.
so weird.
It surfaced out there, but didn't jump. It kind of boiled.
We got a little tiny one in there, barely measures, but I know she ain't gonna
See
measure.
the past
She
2
weighs 2
fish that
pounds,
he's
I
caught,
bet.
the largemouth and the smallmouth, has been hooked up under the chin.
Yeah, one in the mouth,
So
one
they're
in the
pinning
knee.
it on the bottom.
Yeah.
They're running down to it and getting on top of it and trying to pin it down. When that bait reflects off it, it hooks them.
I can't believe we're doing this, but she keeps better than that one. That little fella. Cannot believe we're even messing with these things today.
Well, buddy, it's that way for everybody besides one guy.
Did a story with Matt Robertson a few years back when he made the elites. He had that horrible, he had all his gear stolen from him, his tractor trailer backed into his trailer in Bennett and this and that. And he told me the fish he qualified on, his buddy was riding with him, pulled out his cup holder, he got it replaced. Next week, same guy did the same thing as they're running down the lake. And then his fish that got him the elites, he was culling.
Went down in that hole.
It went down the hole, and he's reaching and unscrewing and reaching his arm. He can hear it flopping once in a while and reaching. And he said, I eventually got it out.
That's a story forever, buddy.
I bought it.
It was a good story. Matt's a straight shooter now. I like Matt. He's going to tell you like it is. You know where you stand with Matt.
You know that.
100%. And I can respect that.
He just has to be a little bit less colorful sometimes.
He's feeling the pressure right now. He's feeling it. Tristan, he's feeling it.
Okay.
It's 12:28.
4 fish still.
Yeah.
Started with a 4-6 lead. Right now, Bass Track's got him at 6'10", 7 pounds, 6 ounces behind. So he's got those 2 1.5 pounders and a 4th fish. I mean, like you said, Kentucky Lake, 5-minute span, he could easily.
We've got 8 cameras out on the water today. We have our top 10 fishing, which means we have 2 guys with great marshals / ambassadors, observers, whatever you want to call them, helping hands in the boat, along with our cameramen and the other boats. And Garrett Paquette and Zane Parker are those 2 anglers who made the top 10. And we go out on the water right now with Gentry. Gentry, I appreciate you zooming with us. We got a minute or 2 to talk to Garrett Paquette. Can you flip it around and we'll chat with Garrett and see how his day is going so far?
Sure, let me run up here to I'm having a little, I don't know how to flip the camera. I'm going to try my best.
You are all good. Garrett, can you hear us?
Come closer.
There he is. What's up, Garrett Paquette? G-Money. How are you doing today on the final day? Early limit for you for the most part, but we need to upgrade, don't you?
Yeah, I got like 17 right now. I got a 5.5, which is good, and a 4, and then 3 little guys. So we're just kind of looking around. You know, it's not really how I thought I'd be fishing this week. I absolutely love ledge fishing. I tried really hard to do it in practice, and I thought I had a little something going, and it totally fell apart on me on day one. And my backup plan was to just kind of run brush piles in these creeks. So that's what we did on day 2. Had a real good day, and then I've kind of stuck with it again here today. And it's just I think I've worn on some areas. I definitely am seeing a little less fish. They're a little harder to catch. So I think that's part of it. So the last couple hours I've been bouncing around trying to find one more new creek, and hopefully get 1 or 2 good ones, and maybe move up a couple places here. But it's been fun. I mean, I've caught a ton of fish. My hands are all cut up, and the lake is alive and well.
Absolutely. The difficult nature of this tournament may be post-spawn for the most part, but the water's high, yet they're not running current. Tell me how this tournament should have played out or would have played out if maybe they pulled current like we expect in mid to late May on the Tennessee River.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been, it was, on paper, this should have been an absolute, I just had a big one follow my bait up. This should have been an absolute slugfest. But, every time I've been here this time of year, usually they pull about 30,000 CFS, and then when they turn the generators on, it's up to 70. And when you hit that 70, it's game on. And this week, I mean, we're seeing 7,000 overnight, and it's barely getting to 15,000. So I just don't think there's any incentive for these fish to run out there and set up on the places where they should. They get out there because the high current brings the food to them, and when there's no current, there's no incentive to get out there. They can just drift around aimlessly and eat as they go. So we really, kind of bummed we missed that, but we're trying to make do.
Absolutely. Hey, last thing I got for you before we got to let you go. Sorry, we're up against a break in just a minute. 7th in the Opens points for Division II. We got one more event left on the Mississippi River, a place you got a top 10 a few years ago. How excited are you with where you're fishing and how good you're fishing as we approach the EQs later in the year to maybe make the Elite Series once again?
Yeah, definitely. Big goal for me this week was to come in and just have a solid finish. That way I could go to La Crosse and just kind of relax and enjoy that week with zero pressure, which I haven't fished a tournament, I think, in about 12 years with zero pressure. So we've kind of done that. Not that, craziness can happen, but if I go there and catch 5, I should be good for the EQs. And, I'm excited to have another crack at it. I started good in the EQs last year, and it kind of fell apart on me at Wheeler. So, we need one of these years, we got to push back through, so hopefully this will be it.
Awesome. Well, Garrett Paquette, Yamaha on the line. We appreciate not only you, Garrett, and all the Opens anglers, but especially our ambassadors. Thank you, Gentry, for making that happen. Our Yamaha on the line with Garrett Paquette doing fantastic in the Opens Division II points race. The Opens overall, he is going to be one to keep an eye on when we get to Toledo Bend, Lake Norfolk Lake, and Lake Gunnersville for the 3 EQ events. We will keep an eye on him. The former elite trying to wipe the slate clean and make it once again. 17 pounds or so on Bass Trick. That's another discovery. He is going to be much higher than 8th place. That's going to put him still unofficially in 7th and 2nd. We'll be right back.
Look at that freaking Bronco bird, baby.
There's a kid named Fisher and Nyan. It's the next one.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every epic pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swing jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used. They never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Find our way, and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
Welcome back to the Turtlebox Bassmaster Opens presented by Battery Tender here at Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. It was great talking to Garrett Paquette. Last segment there, got a little bit of a revelation. We saw he caught a limit early before 9 a.m., but Such, he said he had 17 plus pounds. So we're waiting for his Bass Track to update. Obviously they were out of service for a little bit there and waiting for those fish to all pop in. But if you add 7 pounds or 6.5 pounds to his total,
second or third.
Second place right there. He'll be right there behind Clint Knight.
Shows his Bass Track shows 10-12, but then it died at 9 a.m. Just noticed that.
Yeah, it's been a little struggle. I think I found a pretty good group, but I just cannot get those suckers to fire. I've seen more fish suspend on the ledges in the last 2 days than I have in the last 4 years. Usually this time of year they're pulling 60 to 100K, and now all these fish is just on ledges, but they're not on the bottom. And on TVA Lake, if they're not on the bottom, they are hard to get to bite. For me, at least. Got a little break in the rain.
Will Davis, you say making the top 10 final day is gravy. What's the most stressful day? Day 2 on the elites?
Oh, you're so full of it. You're so full of it. You can't, it's not gravy making a top 10.
It's not? To make a top 10?
Oh, yeah, it ain't gravy to make. I mean, it's hard to make a top 10.
Oh, no, but when you make it.
Oh,
it's gravy. You can relax a little bit.
Okay.
It's not as stressful of a day unless you're one of those 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, I misunderstood
or a
you.
tight event where you can come from 10th.
Yeah, but it's one of the deals.
What's the most stressful time during an Elite Series event?
The 4th day when you're in contention to win. That's the most. That's when you feel like everybody in the world's got their eyes on you. Oh, it's a great but nerving.
So on Lay Lake, you're flying all around Lay Lake when you won, and I remember you saving that hidey hole. You got Clint Knight with one, probably won't call.
You gotta have them hidey holes. Gotta have them.
I don't know, I've just did it so many times that, yeah, my hands are like eat up. The last, I've probably caught like 30 keepers a day. Like, my hands are just like.
They make gloves, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It's changed my living. I mean, it's just changed the whole deal. My way of life.
Yeah, but I just don't, I just don't think they're gonna pull no water. That's what I was kind of hoping on. I can just, usually whenever you sit out here, you instantly know when they turn it on. And like, there's no way we could be sitting still sideways like this. Like any of the stuff that I fish like today, like we could go back and after the water's been running for like, I don't know, say like 30 minutes to get them like settled down, they're ready. Yeah. That's when like side scan and stuff like really comes into play, because the biggest school I had, I couldn't find them today because every day I found them in a new spot. It was a group of 100, but they moved like 200 to 400 foot every day. And now I ain't got my side scan transducer, so I'm just.
It's eating
I looked for them earlier, but I just.
Eating at him.
I just felt like I was wasting time.
Transducer. And rightfully so. I mean, that's how he's caught them every day.
Yeah, you go fish some spots, but then if you're just hopping spot to spot, hoping they're there, and you can't see if they're lined up correctly and whatnot. And yes, you can see fish on live scope, but you know on certain fisheries, whether it's the way they position on cane on herring lakes or where it's the way they position on bars, there's probably no better way to do it sometimes than side scan on
exactly.
seeing positioning.
Exactly.
Okay. Thanks, bud.
Using the bathroom on him.
Don't think you'll help. I don't even know if my scale's working. She's all kinds of jacked up. It's close.
Coals, much needed coals. Sometimes you like putting them on the carpet and not having to compare, just knowing. Seeing the big coals. Riley Nielsen trying to move up the leaderboard there, our day 1 leader. Chase down Clint Knight. Remember, we got the update from Garrett Paquette at about 6, maybe 7 pounds, 6, 7 pounds.
Be right near second.
Be right near second place, moving from 9th. A big move for Garrett Paquette. We'll get that updated shortly. Top 10 fishing here on the final day, Kentucky Lake.
Got me on the mic?
I've never worn one of these before.
Am I looking there?
Here, you look at the camera. Here we go.
We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net.
And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear.
We know.
We know bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say. But who gives a damn? We're on our way.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yo-Zuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yo-Zuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free. And earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billy birds, pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Turtlebox Bassmaster Opens here at Kentucky Lake and Barkley Lake. We've got just an hour and 15 minutes or so left in our show, and they've got about an hour and 45 minutes till check-in. They check in at 2:30 Central Time, 3:30 Eastern Time. Weigh-in will start right after that. Trey Schroeder, over the last 30 minutes or so, it has been a downpour in his area. And there have been a few fish catches that we missed during the Yamaha on the Line and during Cole McCauslin's run that Trey Schroeder was also catching them.
See him on Bass Track, but I'm not going to give him away till we see him catch him.
Dang, Such. Spoil it. I mean, God.
Tell him to be a good boy, but he's just not listening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we ran down the lake a little bit and did some graphing. Found us another little wad of them, and ended up filling out our limit there, and I think we cold once there. I can't quite, no, we filled out our limit over there, came over back to the school where we've been catching we've weighed in all 10 of our fish off of this spot, and just pulled up here, and they set up good again. So pulled up and caught a 3.5 and another one just over 3.5, and made 2 really nice culls. We got rid of a 2-pounder and a 2 1/4. So we're sitting right around where we need to be. I think if we can just catch one more real big one, we'll be hard to move out of that top 5. So we're just gonna keep plucking away. You know, we got monsooned on earlier, and I don't know if that might have a little change in the pressure or whatever, a little bit of wind got them a little fired up. I also might have figured something out just a little bit on how to work my bait from them. They've been getting kind of weary and smart, but we've managed to trick 2. So we're just gonna keep this this trolling motor ripping. Those ionics are doing their job, and this just keep throwing at dots. Hopefully a couple of them decide that they want to commit. They've been stingy. I've probably had 10 or more fish today that are, I'd like to believe they're 3 pounds or better. Just come up and either steal my minnow or come up and push it. And that's kind of bit a little bit, but what can you do besides keep casting, you know? So we're just gonna keep giving it what we got and see where we end up. Should be fun. And wanted to say hey to everyone watching today. Really appreciate y'all tuning in, and thank you to all my sponsors, because without you guys, this kid's dreams would not be possible. And it just means the world to me to have such amazing support. Try and catch y'all one more while we're over here and maybe put on a little show for you. Come on now. Wouldn't mind that. Getting a big group of carp to move in here now. I don't know if y'all are seeing the scope screen or not, but there's a few dotted up down there. They're just acting really, really, really tough to get to react to anything. Might rip the plug through them, might just keep doing what we're doing. It's how we've pretty much caught all of our fish so far. Thrown a jig a little bit, and man, I can get bit on a jig, but I can't get them to hold on to it. And I'll just crawl it along and go boonk, and then there's nothing there. It's so funky. I don't know if anyone else today is having the same problem or not, but I'm sure they're catching them. They're biting good enough that you should see some big bags today. I'd love to go flip a bush, but it's kind of hard when almost every single bite you've had this week. I mean, I haven't even been on the bank yet. It looks so fun though.
Got 18-1 on Bass Trek. He started 5 pounds behind second place Clint Knight, and he is still, actually he's a little bit more, 5 pounds, 5 ounces back of Knight. And Schroeder is in second place.
Back out to Matt Robertson. Great update from Trey Schroeder. Yeah, like he said, he's caught a few solid ones over the last 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes. Up to second place. Garrett Paquette's fish popping in. He's going to be right around that 3rd place mark now that Trey's moved up. Tristan McCormack still waiting with 4 fish. Meanwhile, Matt Robertson trying to cull up right here with a nice one.
Don't jump. Don't jump.
I'm about ready to see an 8-pounder.
I know. This tournament gets blown wide open as soon as one of these guys in the top 5 catches a 6+ pounder. Ooh. Barely got it.
Oh, he ain't huge, but he's an upgrade.
Get rid of that smallmouth for sure. Hanging on by a hair with that big old plug.
I don't know what we got, but we ain't got much, but we got a lamb just so we can cull. How'd the hook of a jig go through that?
Robertson's got one over 3 pounds, 3.6, and then everything else is, it's got 1, 2 3/4. Everything else is under 2.6. Going to McCormack, see if he can get his limit. Get on a little roll here. Probably needs 2 bites.
That's it. That's all he's got to have, Such.
You think when he averaged 5 pounds of fish yesterday,
Wouldn't be nothing to it
25
today.
pounds.
Wouldn't be nothing to it. Well, that's just fishing for you. That's how this whole year's been going. There you go. He's got the hat off. He's got the fish
He's
on.
already in the bottom of the floor. He didn't have to do that for any of the
That
other
is a good
fish.
one. He's got that hat off. He's ready. Look at
Drew
it.
back.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a 5-pounder, but
Kind of looks like a mountain man, you know? Well, axe slinger.
He used to have one of them long, fluffy hairdos, but
Oh,
he
boy,
had to
like a
shave it.
werewolf then.
Had to shave it for qualifying for the elites.
Make a new song, Werewolves of Bon Aqua. You dare me? You dare me? Oh. You know that song, don't you?
I do. Go ahead and finish it.
No, no.
Oh, we'd love to hear it.
His hair was perfect. That's my favorite line. Rain got to his mic apparently. Camera mic's even a little, having some issues. Still drizzling where Jace Lindsay is.
That's some aggravating fishing weather. I mean, either pour down or don't, you know? Glasses get all fogged up, can't see. He's like, I can clean these one more time. You can read the live scope better with your sunglasses on. I can, especially with my water lens. Yes, sir. It makes it pop different.
What color scheme do you
I run
employ?
blue. I do blue.
Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Blue for your
Personal
glasses
preference.
or your scope palette?
No, I do sunrise on the
On your lenses.
on my lenses, and then I use the blue on my palette on my screen. Or amber, just according, like if it's raining like that right there, I'll do amber. Sunny, I like blue. It feels like it pops a little different.
Sounds like another mic is down. Should be hearing some raindrops.
What do they say? Raindrops keep falling on my head. They keep falling. You're the music guy, Such.
That doesn't mean I don't know the rest of it.
Clint Knight, he's having a good day out there. He doesn't care if it's raining. If rain makes it tougher on everyone else, he'll take it because he has had a good morning, a good start. Cold up the appropriate amount right now and still carries a 5.5 pound lead. Meanwhile, Trey Schroeder and Garrett Paquette, though, are gaining steam.
cannot see what's in front of you. You cannot see what's in front of you.
Look at that freaking Bronco bug, baby.
But there's a kid named Fisher and Naya that's the next one. 4.5.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swim jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used, they never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
We are live here at Kentucky Lake. We have an hour left in our show, hour and a half left in the fishing day, and Trey Schroeder hooked up. Got the squat, got the big fish squat. He's skiing one to the boat right now. Will it, Cole?
He actually might help just a little. No, he's not. I just forgot we got rid of that last one.
There's your hair jig there. Over on the
left.
Will.
He's got a variety to choose from right there.
My. You got it.
Like Jacob Powell's
Why couldn't
boat.
that last one have got it like that? Triple check. Yeah, he ain't 212, but not even close. Thanks, buddy.
I know.
Set up again.
I know Mr. McCormack is tired.
Mm-hmm.
This is his 3rd straight week.
He's been trying to win this one. This one, some tournaments mean more. You had that Lay Lake Elite Series event. I mean, that's a big deal for you. Look at what it spit up over there, maybe.
Gizzard.
And for Tristan on the phone last night, he said, if I could win this one would be special to me. Winning at Kentucky Lake, winning at a place that you grew up and learned all that you know about bassing at. And so he's doing, he's like, classic berth, no classic berth, winning money and whatever, beating this field of anglers and be able to do it on my home lake would be awesome.
Well, if it's meant to be, it will be. And if it's not, you cannot force it. I've done tried. You can't just run around like a chicken with its head cut off. It don't work that way. You just gotta let it flow, you know? Set yourself up in the best areas that's got the biggest fish and make the right cast. Cause just a limit ain't gonna do him no good. He needs 15, 16 pounds.
For sure. He didn't have a big enough lead after 2 days to just catch a limit.
No, got a limit now, but it's 814 on Bass Track. He's small of a couple 1/8.
He'd be just as good if he went back there and turned every fish loose right now besides his biggest one.
He's 5'2" back. He's got a 2 1/4 and a 2-0.
He's won open, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, he won at Lake Hartwell.
Hartwell, yeah.
He won at Lake Hartwell in what I would say is the first time we had a open, elite, or classic, and it was won on all spotted bass. Most of the time we see largemouth factor more, it's a split number. He had 15 spotted bass in his opens victory that year to make the classic. And then since then we've seen a lot more spotted bass get weighed in because of the size that they're carrying now. So we go out to Cole McCauslin.
He has
Tuscaloosa roll tide. That
I haven't seen a fish this big all week.
That feels like a catfish. Maybe a big striper.
Oh, he said it's a bass.
If it's a smallmouth or a largemouth, it's a big.
She's over there now.
He said he ain't seen. This fish right here could bump him up second place if it's as big as what he's.
I mean, it
putting on. So it's the biggest one he's seen all week.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the biggest fish of the tournament.
Maybe it's like 11 pounds.
If we were at Murray, I'd say it's a striper.
Oh, 100%. Well, that is a good one.
He just has his drag really loose.
Oh.
Okay, well that helps the cause. Freaking go, baby.
5-pounder.
North to the dome. Oh, I should probably weigh her. Actually, she's not 7, but she's 5 and some change. I think, maybe. She got a big dome on her.
She just got through spawning and those tails all beat up.
Yeah, that was a good call. She calls number 2.
Well, tell us how big it is. How big is it, Such?
5'4".
5'4". I'm with you. I'm not there with you.
5'7".
We'll see.
5'7".
That's why I use the Bubba scale. Whoa, little derpy guy. That's why I use the Bubba scale, so you can call that fast, like me, because I'm an idiot and I can't do math and things, and it does it for you. Holy crap.
You better hope that Bubba scale don't mess up one day, because it will get you.
One more bite. And I need one more jig head right quick.
What did that put him at?
Let's see what he puts it in at, but if he gets rid of the 2-pounder, he goes 3 pounds. He's up to like 17 and change today.
Gotcha.
He could climb as high as 4.
Oh, that was awesome.
Good for him.
We'll see. He could put it in as, like Ronnie said, 5'7", 5'14" even. He could put it in there.
If he puts it at 5'4", you guys are unofficially correct. But normally they go in a couple ounces low, which means unofficially I could be correct. Always twisting it. So if this is your first day on our show, Will, the more I make it, I can possibly be right.
Up in a hurry.
You're always right.
All about Ronnie.
It's always about Ronnie.
Yes.
But I'm good with that. I'm good with that. This is his show, and I appreciate him having me on.
We're trying.
You working hair jig? You gotta be. I thought I was getting in trouble.
They have seemed to sucked back down to the bottom.
He'll be on the Elite Series. It's coming.
He's been close past years.
Well, Davis, I was going to ask you, you got all these 20-somethings. There's a bunch on the Elites already. There's a whole gaggle of them still trying. He's 26 years old, but
Yeah,
the
my first
knowledge.
follow on it, but it was only a single. I think if we can get into this group of them, if they're still set up there, we should be able to trigger one, and it'll be big if he eats the hair. Just got to get one to do it.
Threw one for you, Will.
He did.
You said time on the water is key, but what other factors? I think you need some kind of mentor to learn a lot of the ways of the bass.
Well, definitely without that box, you do. And that live scope has definitely made the age of making it to the Elite Series a lot lower than what it used to be. Because when I was growing up, a guy in his prime was about my age. All right.
Right.
I mean,
Tournament winners were
30. I would say 38 to 42.
Well, see, but like getting to the Elites would be about my age.
Yes.
Well, now it's like early 20s, mid 20s maybe.
Not only with the forward-facing technology, but the access to information online to where you didn't need to have 20 years on the water experience or going to this venue 10 times to know about it, right?
That's right.
We talked about it with the deep dive app, being able to look at a lake, break it down. We were able to take water clarity detail that they have, overlay it with recent satellite, and see that Jack's Creek last week had a pocket of clean water on that side of the lake. It was the only, and be able to take a guess or a rhyme or reason and have some more convincing nature to it. I'm gonna go try that in practice, or that I'm trying to connect the dots on why I caught fish.
But I feel like it's
good
taken
water
away.
clarity. You know?
I know, but I feel like it's taken away. Like the further we progress in bass fishing, the further we get away from the natural ability of just bass fishing. I know it's a deep subject, but that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like the way I was taught fishing, vice versa, the way that it's taught now,
Learning
it's totally
curve is-
different worlds. Totally different.
Oh, for sure.
Due to the technology.
For sure. So I mean, when the calculator came out, people
that's right.
were like,
Exactly.
Like math got a lot easier, a lot quicker.
That's right.
Don't you see the kids who are excelling, though, do have that thought process of they want to know, and they want to know animal bass behavior, and maybe that's why they're doing a little bit better than other guys with the same technology of the same age, the same experience.
Yeah, and the one thing I would say with the whole video game thing, like, I hung out with a lot of kids who played video games in high school. They are not outdoorsmen like these kids are. These kids don't even know how to use their cell phone. They just know how to use live scope, right? They are outdoorsmen, and they have learned a piece of technology, whereas they don't know how to do YouTube and their phone. That's the only technology they know because they've been on a boat their whole life.
Right.
But they just happen to be 18 to 22 instead of, you get out of college, you work a job in the factory, and then you start to do the opens at 27, then you make it at 32 type of thing.
So back to your question, Such, was about a mentor. And, you know, like my dad.
Yes, your father.
Yes, was my mentor. Being on the time, you know, having time on the water with him.
They're acting really
showing
smart.
you the
25,
ways.
yeah, half the daggum year, you know. 25 weeks or whatever out of the year. So
I think a lot of younger guys also need somebody who's showing them the way.
They got to.
Well, I mean, not just the electronics and learning on your own, reading Bassmaster and watching live.
Hands on.
I mean, you want to throw names out there. you throw
Smith, Aaron Martins?
Well, yeah. Fisher, Gerald Swindle, Fisher and his dad, Fisher,
Bill
ABT.
Owen took me fishing some.
Absolutely.
So.
Mark Menendez, John Garrett, you know,
Mark Menendez,
all that stuff. Clint Knight, he might have been mentored by some hammers at Kentucky Lake.
Got me on the mic?
I've never won one of these before.
Am I looking there?
You look at the camera. Here we go.
We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net.
And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear.
We know
bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explorer fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then, when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explorer and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say. But who gives a damn? We're on our way.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost. And outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary. And that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yozuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yozuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free and earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The Bill and Coo birds. Pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Welcome back to Bassmaster Live for the Bassmaster Opens here at Kentucky Lake. We've got 40 minutes left in our broadcast. They have an hour and 10 minutes left in their fishing day. Talked about it all day. This is where rubber meets the road. And for Tristan McCormack, he has a limit as our day 2 leader, but it is not nearly enough. And he is still plenty behind. Meanwhile, guys like Trey Schroeder, Garrett Paquette, Chase McCauslin have all had great days and are right behind Clint Knight, who's having the best day of them all so far.
One dumb one. It might help. I don't know. He didn't look that big. Nope. Woo! Nope. We'll test him. Guarantee he's 212, 213. He's got to beat 212. Hey! 2 ounces. Every bit helps.
He's knocking Tristan out.
Man, that thing looks a little bigger.
3 ounces.
That's the difference between them right now, before this skull. The McCauslin fish we saw went in as a 5-0. He's up to 17 pounds even, 4th place.
Thanks, boys. One more dumb one? One more dumb one? We'll just keep one more in them to death? Yep. Hey, I still have the sock. That's unusual.
Speaking of old yet trendy baits, the Sakamata shad. Making a comeback today.
Minnow.
Just when everyone thought that we stopped throwing it.
But that's all you gotta have, though. You gotta have a minnow, you gotta have a corky. Oh my goodness.
What's that?
Set the hook.
Matt Robertson's been living on the north end of Kentucky Lake, so the downstream end for most of his day today. I'm looking at the Deep Dive app, and I've got the weather and wave impacts pulled up. Relatively great wind direction today, coming from the east, so it's blowing across this long and vast fishery, versus if it was doing a north and south, it would be a rough one out there for the anglers. One thing that's interesting, though, we talked about it at Lake Murray. If you've never been to Kentucky Lake and you wonder what I need to fish, you can go to the basics of the basics and learn about the proven patterns aspect of it. You know, now some Elite Series pros may use this, Will, and they may use it for weather, water clarity, satellite imaging. But if you're a novice and maybe you want to learn about fisheries, you can go to this proven patterns deal and it'll show you. We're in the post spawn, 68 to 75 degree water. And I'm going to go wind protected because that side of the lake is wind protected. I click this one and it's recommending a couple baits to you. You could throw a drop shot or, wow, like we've seen Matt Robertson throw, paddle tail swim bait today. Or, oh, like we've seen Matt Robertson throw, a deep diving crankbait today. You want to go even more in depth? They've even got the types of cover. Here's what a shell bed, if someone's never fished shell bed, looks like on side imaging. You can see on the right side there in the middle of the screen, rough patch of shell or rock, a hard bottom spot that you would grind a crankbait on. And it even shows you where those contours maybe get tight, explaining maybe of a ditch where it comes together off a shallow pocket, off the main drag. It's got a lot of good info. It even has videos detailing how you would retrieve a crankbait if you've never done it. A lot of really good info there, 7'4" to 8' rod when it comes to throwing a big crankbait. Now maybe if you got up a little closer to the bank and threw a spinnerbait, you could see maybe a bluff wall would come into play, or a creek channel swing. So this is a really cool aspect for anglers who have never been to a fishery. Maybe they're charting and watching Bass Live wondering what I would do or what the anglers are doing and why they're doing it. You can kind of dial in water clarity, maybe wind direction, and then you get that, which is proven from tournament articles, from actual data survey, watching live fishing shows. And so,
let's go, Suit. I'm ready.
What was funny was I pulled it up. I had picked a random point at Lake Murray. We flew into Caleb Hudson's final day spot, and it was exactly the same point I was ready to do deep dive on, and I clicked it, and it said you should throw a drop shot or a chartreuse fluke. And it was literally, those were the 2 bait options, and he was throwing both of those back and forth on that spot. It's pretty dialed in for sure. If
You're saying he used the deep dive for his
Now I'm waiting.
for his
Now
top
I'm
10?
waiting. Now I'm waiting. I'm gonna go click the docs at Santee Cooper, see if a Koike's on there. We'll see.
There you go.
Then it'll be real dialed.
How do you say it?
Koike.
Corky?
That's what.
It's called Corky. No, I don't know.
That's what Brian.
Brian knew was here
Brian says Koike.
accentuating the E. Koike.
There's legit nothing I would rather be doing. So we finna see if we can't crack us one more like the last one we just caught. And I don't know if make this thing interesting is the right term to use, but we might at least jump up there a ways.
Boy, I caught a glance of his hair. It kind of reminded me of our
Little tiny.
classic champ, Dylan Nutt, and then he kind of has the same confidence in him that, yeah, I'm gonna expect to catch him.
He's a little better.
Big day for the young man fishing the high school series just back in 2024, sliding into our top 10, moving up big time today.
Scooped.
For the most part, it was small fish this morning, unable to get some big ones to commit. He's been around that Paris Landing, the big sandy region of Kentucky Lake. And then all of a sudden this afternoon, when the rain got the worst and it kind of seemed to get the nastiest out there, Will, we started to see some big ones come in the boat for Cole, and this young man from Tuscaloosa, Roll Tide,
Yes, sir, baby.
catching them big on Championship Friday.
Look at that one. I don't know what y'all think. I think Shook Cole stepping on my reel. What I'm talking about, baby.
At 12:30, landed a 3-pounder, 4-pounder right after it, and then about a little after 1:20 or so, caught his 5-pounder to get up to 17 pounds today.
Freaking go, baby.
Climber from 7th to 4th place.
Menor to the dome.
Having a blast out here in the rain. Some people may be like, man, he's acting weird. He is 19 years old in a top 10 at a Bassmaster Open. I'm gonna let him, barring don't strip down out of your clothes like Matt Robertson did a couple years ago, but do whatever you want to do because it's a great day to be Cole McCauslin. Now, Will, you won the nation.
I'm about to make like this cast right here, and then I'll bounce back to another stretch.
You won the nation to make the elites. Did you have a desire or would you have fished the opens to make the elites after having good success and great success in the nation? But if you would have came up just short of winning that, would you have jumped into the opens continuously after that to try and do that? Or would you have just kept it close to home and fished a lot of stuff around?
I would have stayed at home. I fished the Opens 2017 and missed it by 4 places, the Elite Series. And it was God's way of saying it ain't your time, because I did not have the funds then. I would have fell flat on my face. So everything worked out perfect.
Absolutely. It's a key fish catch for Tristan McCormack. Anything really will call for him, and the way he's playing it, it seems like it is a good one. Smallmouth. Not a great big one, but one will call a smallmouth.
I'll never forget Lake Martin, which I led first, second day. That third day, I didn't catch them.
Yeah, jinxed you, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ronnie. And
you did catch some on a pop bar.
I did. And Tristan walked down to the dock the last day and he said, he's like, man, he's like, you're still the man. You're still the man. Well, Tristan, you're still the man. Still the man.
He's still got time. 1 hour left. 1 hour left in the fishing day. He's not too tremendously far from takeoff, so he may still have about 45 minutes of fishing with an hour left in the day. That'll call for him. It inches him ever so closer. But we don't need ounces upgrades, fellas. We need pounds upgrades if he wants to win. Right now, Clint Knight trying to take that trophy 4 minutes farther than Tristan McCormack.
Look at that freaking Bronco bug, baby.
There's a kid named Fisher and Nyan. It's the next
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
If you're looking for the best jigs, buzz baits, spinner baits, Epic is the choice for you. Years of experience from every Epic pro angler goes into every bait. Epic Baits, veteran owned, so check us out, America.
Terminal tackle to swim jigs and buzz baits. Epic has you covered.
The best weights that I've used. They never fray your line, no matter if you're using fluorocarbon, braid, whatever, you don't have to worry about it.
Keep an eye out for all the new products coming to epicbaitsfishing.com.
Find our way and choose to get lost again. We are the Detourists. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Evolution doesn't just happen. It's engineered, refined by experience, and built to dominate. This is the next evolution.
Is your trolling motor working for you, or are you working for your motor? Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motors are built to outmaneuver anything, so all you have to focus on is the bass. Steering with unrivaled precision from an ultra-responsive foot pedal, getting you to the fish day after day, and turning any spot into a stronghold season after season. Minn Kota Ultrex is built to fish.
Hey fans, time to let your bass fishing knowledge win you prizes. There are 3 Bassmaster Fantasy games to play. Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing, the Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge, and the TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. Sign in or register today to play all 3 games before each Bassmaster Elite and the Bassmaster Classic for your chance to take home prizes from Rapala, Falcon Rods, TH Marine, and B.A.S.S, plus a bonus prize for Bass members. More than $99,000 in prizes up for grabs, and it's free to play. See BassmasterFantasy.com.
Turtlebox Bassmaster Opens, presented by Battery Tender, is sponsored by Minn Kota, by Yamaha, and by Progressive Insurance. Championship Sunday here. Championship Friday here. It is a Friday edition. It is Memorial Day weekend, fellas. These anglers are going to head on home after today and get a long weekend with the fam.
I want to remind everybody to be safe out there this weekend.
You do that, Such.
I don't want to hear any bad accidents. We've seen enough of that.
If I was pressing them off, they wouldn't keep setting up on the same spot. Maybe they would. I mean, they are fish. Sometimes we give them a lot more credit than they deserve, and sometimes we don't give them enough. They pretty much got two jobs. It's eat and survive, so they're pretty good at them.
And make more fish.
Sometimes. Sometimes they are just kamikaze at these things. Oh. Let's try the other one.
Freaking rain's done.
Let's put this way too.
The rain quit, the bite quit.
For me, I just got a nibble there.
I got a stump by Paris that
I just need to
really
pull up
want
the
to throw
deep
that
dive
creek
and
on.
go to work.
Hopefully we leave ourselves enough time.
It'll tell you what scent to use soon. Garlic, crawfish.
Oh, I guess you're talking deodorant.
Graph two places.
But better yet, well, I ain't gonna get in there.
What would you be throwing, Will Davis, right now?
Right now?
Got calm out there a
he
little
would have
bit.
he would have been in Barkley swimming a jig through the bush, or he'd been a back of Big
Okay.
Sandy. That's Will Davis territory.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably doing it all. Whatever it takes, boys. Whatever it takes.
If you go far enough back in Big Sandy, you might run aground at Kenny Loudon's house.
Mm-hmm. As long as Miles got something cooked, I'm in.
I'm so ready for a beer.
Are you now?
Yeah.
For those just joining us on YouTube and Bassmaster.com,
Here
it's been a
comes round
downpour
two.
of rain. You can see
Off in the distance.
Yeah, the storm off in the distance.
Or round 100 for today, really.
Had 3 or 4 big storms come
so
through.
many times I lost count.
Finally a break in the rain, but you see it heading this way.
I wish they just ate the jig here still. Make my life a lot simpler.
Last one right here.
Just chuck that thing out there and count.
Starting
shell
area
until
that
they
Trey
find
Schroeder
it, but they've
was
been
relying
acting
on.
so funny with it. I mean, barely get them to eat the minnow.
Saw a handful of 20-pound bags the first 2 days. Today, we're close with Clint Knight, but I don't think he's quite there yet. He's 18.6 on Bass Track. Said he's a little bit low, maybe a pound low. Maybe more.
Maybe a pound.
Maybe he does have 20. And Trey Schroeder's last call gave him actually the biggest weight on Bass Track at 18.7. He's in second place. McCormack's last fish hasn't showed up yet, so he probably slipped into second place if he called.
Yeah, but I would say that
£1/4.
Trey's got a lot more room for error because he has bigger fish, whereas Tristan's are only so big because they are having a tougher day for sure.
And young Cole McCauslin, Tuscaloosa. Nice bag of 17 pounds. Who knows what Garrett Paquette's got? It says 17.8 on Bass Track. Chase Lindsay, 14.14. Matt Robertson, slow day, 12.14 after having 19 pounds each the first 2 days. Zane Parkett, our Division II leader, a little more than 12 pounds.
There's a couple out there.
Jack York, 4 fish, 7.12. Had 1 fish on day 1 bigger than that total. And 8-1 our Phoenix Boats Big Bass. Riley Nelson, 5 for 10 pounds. There's more coming.
You're supposed to just come up and eat it so I can put a show on for these folks. Come on now.
Trey's been leaning on a
You know what?
3/4
Let's
ounce
let these
jig
guys rest.
and a big minnow.
I like that idea a lot.
And today
We're
mixing
gonna
a
let them rest for
crankbait.
like 10 minutes. I got a spot right behind us that we're gonna go hit.
Gonna let them
and if
rest.
they're there, we got a chance to catch one. And if they're not there, then we'll just come right back. Yeah, just for 5 or 10 minutes.
Just a few minutes
I feel
rest.
like I need
can
to
be
just
key.
I feel like I just need to let these guys sit here for 5 or 10, let them reset without a boat on them, and then maybe we can come back and get one more to fire. If we can trick one more there, I like our odds of it being a 4-pounder. Make things a little more interesting. I know for a fact that we lost a giant earlier, so see if we can make up for that. Let them rest for a second, come back and trick us one. That's the plan.
He'd be the closest to this fishery, being from Cuttawall right there.
day.
Yeah.
Caught a fair amount of fish, but tried flipping bushes. It didn't really work out. I've been catching. I know a lot of people watching probably couldn't believe I was flipping bushes, but it's the first day I hadn't went over there, and maybe I burned it down, I don't know. I hadn't went over there and caught, 14 pounds in 35 minutes, and I always caught one big one, like a 4.5. And I ain't been able to get the swim bait bite going today. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if the schools are just busted up, but been catching some big ones on a swim bait, and I've had to crank them up today, and I really think maybe that's where I messed up. Maybe I came off the swim bait too soon. Started cranking just to get bit, because I know this ain't really a deal where you fish for numbers. I've been only catching about 7 on it a day, but yeah, kind of a crappy day. There is one spot I should have hit. I told myself if I caught 19, 20 pounds that I hit it. But I had some boats around me this morning. I might just save that for the Elite Series Derby. Because we ought to be coming here sometime. Like you can say, yeah, you should have went in there and caught you a couple 4.5s, and I may not have. Because there's a bunch of little ones there, but I ain't giving that spot up yet.
How's the weather?
In case y'all haven't noticed, it's about 74 degrees, maybe, and raining. Does that mean I can retire from the Elite Series and become a weatherman since I got it right? Huh? I think so.
Take my job.
Them weather people, they make good money. But I don't think that would work too good, because a lot of them women that you working with's good looking, and I'm irresistible, and my wife ain't having that.
Matt Robertson, you're one of a kind.
Hey, I'm proud of Matt.
Yeah, he is.
Hadn't caught him great today. It's been raining all day. He had some live well debacles, and he's been a good boy today. He has not made any egregious errors on Bassmaster Live. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which means the last 15 minutes of the show are gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the last segment of Bass Live. They got 40 minutes left of fishing before they check in here on Championship Friday.
got me on the mic?
I've never worn one of these before.
Am I looking there?
Here, you look at the camera. Here we go. We know the best co-anglers aren't always handy with the net. And sometimes don't even chip in for gas.
We know
the bite is always better with friends.
We know the most important fishing trips aren't always tournaments.
We know it all starts
with having the right gear.
We know
bass fishing.
Gear up for the moments that matter. Tackle Warehouse.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explorer fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then, when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explorer and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Where am I going? I don't know. Where am I heading? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. When will I be there? I don't know. When will I get there? I ain't certain. All I know is I am on my way. Where am I going? I don't know. What will I get? I ain't equipped to say.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
We do the impossible. Take off like a rocket. Fly across water. We hunt monsters, armed with only rod and reel. We stay silent as a ghost and outduel the others, be they fish or foe. We chase the extraordinary, and that is why Mercury means more.
Pro Series jerkbait, baby.
Do you want to fish what the pros fish without breaking the bank? Yozuri has the answer for you, and that's their new Pro Series. Developed by our top anglers in the U.S. market, there's 4 styles within the series. A 110 jerkbait that comes in a shallow and a mid-depth, a 65 and 75 millimeter suspending shad, a topwater popper, and a 7-inch Japanese-style chopping glide bait. Tungsten magnetic weight transfer system, the Yozuri Pro Series is the answer.
Are you ready for a great offer on the most reliable outboards in the water? Then get to your Yamaha dealer now for the Ready for Reliability sales event. For a limited time, purchase a new Yamaha 30 to 450 horsepower outboard and get up to 7 years of Yamaha coverage protection free and earn up to $200 in dealer credit on eligible 2.5 to 25 horsepower models. So get ready, because reliability and a great deal starts here.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds. The billy birds, pretty little baby. I'm so in love with you. You can ask the flowers.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited.
Final few minutes of Bassmaster Live here for the Turtlebox Bassmaster Open at Kentucky Lake, presented by Battery Tender. The 3rd stop of Division 2 out of 4, and the 6th Open overall this year. We've got 2 more Opens left that we will be live for. That is the Mississippi River in La Crosse, Wisconsin next month, and then in August for Lake Erie in the final event of Division 1. Then we will start our EQs, 1 in September, 1 in October, and the finale in November.
We got Norfolk, Toledo Bend, and Gunnersville.
Chase Lindsay trying to make a late day push up the leaderboard. Fishing in his 5th top 10 out of 12 events, I believe.
Got his ratio up pretty high, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a good smallmouth.
Texas angler going to make a call right here. Last few minutes of fishing. These anglers will fish for 30 or have 30 minutes of fishing time left when our show ends before they check in at Paris Landing. So you'll be able to tune off of here on Bassmaster.com or on YouTube, and we will be live again in about 30 minutes where you can join and tune in for the weigh-in.
Beckville is in East Texas, kind of right along Shreveport.
Chase Lindsay
latitude.
trying to move up to 5th from 6th right now on Bass Track. And it'll be his 3rd top 5 with B.A.S.S. if that's the case. We've been talking about everyone chasing someone, and that someone coming into the day was Tristan McCormack, but early on Championship Friday, Clint Knight took the lead with a 4-pound smallmouth, ate his bait right off the surface, poured on a quick limit, and he has been the Mercury move of the day, we'll call it. Clint Knight's final day here at Kentucky Lake. Not the biggest weight we've seen, but oh so consistent from him. 21.8 on day 1. 20 pounds, 15 ounces yesterday. And today, over 18.5 pounds. We'll see what he gets up to on the final official scales. But Mercury move of the day, guys. We knew that he was going to have to catch some good weight, being 4 pounds behind Tristan McCormack, and he did that early, and no one answered the call, right? You want to see if that door is open, who's going to open and walk through it to win the tournament. No one has done that except for Clint Knight today. Biggest bag of the final day so far, and just been oh so consistent. Largemouth and smallmouth mixed in. Will, do you like his game plan from the start today? He started right outside of takeoff and caught a couple, maybe schools of fish, or maybe retreads, you know, weighed in fish earlier this week, but getting off to that early start allowed him some flexibility and able to cull up throughout the rest of today.
Yeah, I think he had a great game plan going into the day. You know, started real close. You know, lake's fishing pretty tough. A lot of fish been, I guess, fished for, and he's definitely caught some, the ones he needed today. You know, throwing a minnow and throwing the urchin bait. So
absolutely, the Mercury move of the day so far. Clint Knight, as we bring it into the Bassmaster Studios, sponsored by Yokohama Tires. I'm Ronnie Moore. That's Mike Sukon, and that is Elite Series Elite Series Bro as well. We'll call you that,
yeah,
right?
bro.
Two-time nation champ, Elite Series winner as well, multi-time Bass champion Will Davis Jr. And guys, as we get your final thoughts from the day, if Clint Knight does win, or if Matt Robertson does win, those spots, instead of going to those anglers for the Classic, it will go back to the Elite Series points race, Such.
We've already got a couple of those. I think Pake South is in that range of his 2 open wins could go back down to him in the end to get him to the Bassmaster Classic. But I think this week, you know, the first 2 days we had some really good bags. Today, I thought it was going to be the same with the rain. I thought they'd snap a little bit better, but we haven't seen anybody get over 20 pounds. Maybe it's just the odds of the numbers.
Kentucky Lake, we haven't been here with B.A.S.S. in a while. It's been through a downturn with the Asian carp. It's on its way back. I know Mark Menendez, your roommate's been huge in those efforts. We came last year for the Open around March, and it was phenomenal. We're in the post-spawn time, yet it's still going to take over 20 pounds a day to win this. Have you been impressed with no current, high water, and post-spawn that we're going to break 20-plus pounds a day for this event?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Kentucky Lake used to be one of the best lakes in the country, and then the Asian carp got in there and it made a downturn. Now it's on the uprise, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Fish are healthy. There's more smallmouth playing now, and there are some great big largemouth. You know, old buddy caught an 8-1 on day 1, so you know they're definitely there. And with no current going on, that's what drives these fish to feed in these TBA lakes. So if they'd had that, I think they really would have showed out this week. But, you know, considering all the factors and everything that they've had to deal with, and I think they've done phenomenal.
One big positive, Clint Knight said it earlier on Bassmaster Live that this year he felt that Kentucky Lake had a good spawning season. Whether it was consistent weather, the water wasn't fluctuating up and down, they were able to have a good spawn and consistent, which is good for that future year class of fish. We're seeing a lot of those other fish in that 12 to 16 inch range, which is what really lacked here. When the downturn happened with the Asian carp, we were still seeing 5 to 8 pounders. We just were missing a lot of those 2.5 to 4 pound keepers that you really need for limit fish and tournament fishing. We're starting to see a lot more of those show up, and as they mix and those fish age well together, we'll see, I believe, Kentucky Lake maybe not get to the heyday rise, but somewhere where it's talked about a whole lot more.
It's definitely going in the right direction.
Out to Jace Lindsay, the last few minutes of fishing for these anglers, last few minutes of our program today, and he is one to keep an eye on as we make it towards the EQ season. That'll be later this fall. We've already had 6 opens after today from late January through mid-May. We already have 6 opens in the books, 6 elites in the books as well. Fishing season's almost done, fellas. We still have some 5 opens / EQs with 3 elites left.
Yeah, Division 1, we had Kissimmee, Cody Stahl won. Then the Eufaula, Pake South, 84 pounds. Norman, we didn't mention Cole Huskins. But he will not be going to the Classic with that win, I don't believe, right?
I have to check if
I
he
don't
was
think
fishing.
he's in all of them, but Sam Rayburn, Pake South won with almost 100 pounds, 96.15.
That was a
crazy.
fun one.
Caught him.
Oh my gosh. Grand Lake, Wyatt Burkhalter, 68.11, about 11-pound margin. And now we're at Kentucky Lake in Division 2.
Yeah, Cole Huskins only fishing that one. So we would have had now, if Clint Knight wins, 4 of the 6 opens won by an angler that does not claim the title on Classic berth, and it would go back to the elites. We start at 40 spots in the elites. It would go down to 44th place after today, which would then scoot Pake South into the final spot.
Yeah, because he's 44th, exactly
44th.
right. Well, that'll change after 3 more events.
Yes. What are you saying? Is he going to go up or down?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Good question.
Let's hear it.
Let's up
a good-
or down. One of those two.
So if he
He'll probably
goes-
stay exactly 44.
Okay, so if he goes up, who's falling down then?
A lot of guys.
I'm
There'll
trying to put
still
Suits
be a
on the
lot of
spot.
movement.
I'm
There's
gonna move
still-
up.
You need to.
I've got to. Sky's the limit.
What is?
First is the limit. I'm just kidding. 60th place, though. How do you feel about the Pascatank with forward-facing, Champlain without, and St. Lawrence with, in your mind, where if you're going to make a run, are we going to see you be consistent over those 3, or is it going to be one of those that you feel that you can make some points up?
You know, that's kind of a tricky deal. You know, I'm known for being consistent. And I don't know if consistency will get me to the Classic this time. So I'm thinking like I need to win, have a top 10, and then be consistent in the other 2. But I need to have a breakaway tournament.
Well, we will see what breakaway tournament Will Davis will have when he starts the Elite Series back up in June at the Pascatank, and then 2 in August. Meanwhile, the next batch of anglers trying to be the next Will Davis just competed today before our eyes. Guys like Jace Lindsay, anglers like Clint Knight. We've got Trey Schroeder as well. We obviously know Matt Robertson. We've got a young guy like Cole McCauslin, 19 years old. Former elites like Garrett Paquette trying to make it back. Tristan McCormack, an Elite Series rookie. Would mean a whole lot for him to catch him here. And hey, remember, final 30 minutes of yesterday caught a 6.5 pounder to jump in the lead. A 6.5 today would be massive for Tristan McCormack. Or Clint Knight, someone who has been 4th, 2nd, won a team championship here, barely missed the Classic berth. He's fishing for the pride of Russellville, Kentucky, Such, and he's trying to take that trophy home today. We'll be able to see it live on Bassmaster.com. You can check it out on YouTube as well. 3:30 Eastern time, so about 30 minutes from now, anglers will be checking in, and then they will start the weigh-in up, and you can watch the final 10 weigh in and see who wins the Turtlebox Bassmaster Open at Kentucky Lake. Thanks for joining us, Will. Such.
Thank you.